back to Dragon Quest XI, where in this episode, which I think we're up to Ep 20 now, which just shows how big this game is, that we're up to episode 20 and we're still sort of barely even midway through. But we have got Sylvando back in the crew, as well as Rab and the newly recruited Hendrik. And we still need to set out to find the other party members. I'm going to sort of spoil it a little bit in saying I don't think we're going to find any in this episode. And I will also say that this episode is going to be dark. To me, it's definitely the darkest part of the game, I think. To me, it's the most emotional part of the game. I mean, other people will argue and say there's a much worse moment coming up, but I don't know, this one has a special place in my heart. And we will see why. So, now we've got access to the ship once again. Got Dave back in our little crew. And we are going to set sail. There he goes, Dave's little speech, and Dave says go to Zwaardsrust. Everyone's having the same dream. And we can see up there, yeah, it is this way. We can see up there the star above Gallopolis. And it looks directly above that little druid circle that we went to many episodes ago. Interesting. So, we know very little about that star other than... Oh, Nick put Sylvando back on the controller now. Oh dear. Never mind. Tactics. No, he's on follow orders, lovely. Let's go for these guys. So all we know about that star so far is that it's Erdwin's lantern, I think. That may or may not have been revealed already, that might be a bit of a spoiler, but it's coming up anyway. But I think that's supposedly like Erdwin's star, a symbol of goodness, for lack of a better word. But we'll get onto that later. It's not going to be until we get to Gallopolis, which will be a little while yet. Oh dear. This fight has not gone very well, but there we go. Right, once we get out of this, we'll have a look at Sylvando's skill points, because I can't remember if the game allocates a few for you. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does. I suppose we can give him dual wielding and a bit of better charm. And there's not really much yet, because he hasn't unlocked his final skill panel. It won't be for a good long while until he gets there. So, dual wielding. Well, Pink Pirouette, that is good actually. That one hits everything, I think, which should be pretty useful. Let's just give him a bit more charm. Boost his healing, and why not? Deafness. Even though nobody in the world knows what deafness does, we'll give him a bit more. Oh, Gold Rush is good as well. He does have a few very good abilities that I've clearly forgotten about. Full health, yes. Right. Shall carry on. Well, it just looks so much more glum with this sky the way it is. See Mordegon's castle up there. Yeah, very much, well, it's pretty much exactly like Raptorn's castle, Mordegon's. Sylvando's attack has not improved. The only difference is Raptorn's castle is made out of the destroyed Neos in Dragon Quest VIII. Mordegon just seemingly creates his own castle, I think, out of nothing. Which... be interesting if someone's ranked like the power or ability of all of the Dragon Quest villains over the different games. I mean, Nocturnus is clearly going to come out on top, but I want to know like who's more powerful out of Raptorn and Mordegon. We're going to go past Nautica, we're not going to be outgoing. Doesn't seem to do anything. Nautica is destroyed. Gone completely. And we're about to see what by. Stormy skies.
It's a wee bit stormy all of a sudden.
Sylvando, this ship of yours is not about to sink, is it?
Don't mention the S word! I'll have us out of this in just a jiffy.
I love their interactions, Hendrik and Sylvando. Oh dear.
I smell fresh flesh.
Oh shit.
That voice, where is it coming from?
Oh,
Rubs down.
The
Who's it going to be? It's Alizarin, the one who destroyed Northica. Do we stand a chance against him now? We definitely didn't back when we first came to.
Tremble before the mighty Alizarin, faithful servant of the Lord of Shadows and ruler of the deep.
Oh shit.
Dare to enter my realm unbidden. Know that an insult to me is an insult to my lord and master. Prepare to pay with your lives.
Yeah, we may well have no chance there. I don't doubt him when he says ruler of the deep as well,
The one
because
who'll be paying you great big slimy so-and-so. Get a load of this.
go on, Rob. Pearly gates. Gotta let it run. Oh shit. Pearly gates has done nothing. Yeah, we got no chance.
Having me on? I just blasted you with pearly gates and you barely even flinched.
The orb with which my lord and master entrusted me renders all your petty human enchantments null and void.
Orb. Is that the same orb that Jasper had? Oh dear. What's he doing?
Now join me in the blackest depths of despair.
Oh dear. He's gonna rock the ship. Yeah. Oh. I'm gone. Is that game over? Am I going to get a red game over message? Where are we? Am I dead? It's fucking lovely wherever it is. This looks like heaven. Who's that? Is there a theme for this place? Yes. I really like this theme. I think it's Dragon Quest III, this one. Just looking around, you got the mountains in the distance. Looks so beautiful. And the water. I'm still just marvelling in the graphics. That was 1,200 quid well spent for that 4080. Just the look of the place. So pretty. Alright, let's head in. Are we just fully dead now? Is this just... Is this the end? The place after? Alright, so we saw the fish up on the roof a second ago. And now it's a lady. What has happened here? So it's me, yes. Place isn't heaven, but it's certainly not hell either. Grab yourself a rod. What? So we're fishing. Make it make sense. What?
And what, might I ask, are you staring at? Is there something stuck to my face?
That is a very familiar voice. And I'll say nothing more.
All right, all right. It is rather an imposing appearance, I agree. Why don't we try another?
Shapeshifter.
No, still no good. Well, if at first you don't succeed.
Sticking with that one, and that I believe.
Not settling on a particular form, hmm? that rather makes me think you might not know who I am. In your world, I am known as the Seer.
There we go, the Seer.
I take on different appearances for different people, you see. By which I mean to say that I look different depending on who is doing the looking. But enough about me. How's the fishing? Caught anything?
Nothing yet.
No, I didn't think so. You're not ready yet, you see. When the time comes, you will know it. When the fish finally takes the bait, you must be ready to reel it in. But until then, you have no choice but to wait patiently. That is just the way of life.
I'm guessing this is a metaphor about death, the fact that we're just not ready yet, but...
You know, I have the strangest feeling I've met one of your companions. Eric, was it? Well, no matter. We are not here to discuss him. Come, let us go inside. We can save the fishing for another day.
So many questions. The Seer is becoming more of an interesting character though. So we know their interaction with Eric. They were Elijah. And they kind of saved Eric, but in doing so removed their memories. They made them a hell of a lot more powerful as well. As in the Seer made Eric more powerful. So that suggests the Seer is very powerful themselves.
Take a seat. Make yourself at home. Now, the fact that you're here makes me wonder if you might have taken a bit of a wrong turn somewhere. Hold still for just a moment. Ah, so that's it. Worried we've lost the power of the luminary, are we?
Yeah, Mordegon took it.
Well, I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that.
Yeah.
But there is one thing I can say.
Go on.
You may think that your power has been taken from you by the Lord of Shadows.
Yes.
But power cannot be taken, no more than it can be touched or tasted. Especially not the power of the luminary.
Hmm?
Still no idea what I'm talking about, huh? Well, no matter. I think that's enough for now. Let me leave you with this thought. When the time comes, you will know. You will feel the tug on the line, and you will know. As in fishing, so in life. Oh, that's right. You're drowning, aren't you?
Yes.
That won't do at all.
Save me, please.
Well, don't fret. A certain sacred tree tells me it's not your time just yet.
Yggdrasil. So
Right.
that was dead.
We'd better get you woken up, hadn't we? You are the luminary, after all. You have rather an important task to be getting on with. Go. Save the world.
So many questions. What just happened? Right, I mean, we know so little about the Seer, but we know they must be powerful because of the powers they gave Eric. We know...
Darling, you're alive! Oh, thank goodness.
No, let me talk. We know the Seer is the one that first told Eric about the Luminary and that they will meet someplace underground, and that is the secret to Eric being forgiven, I think it was. And now we know there's something between life and death, because they've clearly brought us back from the brink there. They know a lot more than they're letting on as well. I think that much is clear. But I think that's all we know so
When you
far.
took that tumble into the sea back there, we all thought you were done for, laddie. Oh, it was terrible. We tried to fish you out, but you slipped beneath the waves before we could get to you. But then, well, It was nothing short of a miracle. There was a bright light, and suddenly, there you were, floating up from the seabed.
I was saying.
Somehow we managed to pull you out of the water, give that big slimy so-and-so the slip, and get here to safety. I still don't know quite how we did it.
What's the matter, honey? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I don't know what I saw, man.
You're kidding. You were fishing and you met a person called the Seer and they turned into a dog?
Yes.
Oh, come on, silly Billy. You were just dreaming, that's all. You were out for a long time.
It was real, I promise.
You have been through quite an ordeal. You need rest. As do we all. Come.
Ugh, fine. But it was real, I promise. It's the bright light again. Gonna be the Sir. Writing.
Put courage in your heart and lightning in your hand.
We heard that before? At the start of the game? I can't remember.
There'll be time enough for staring out to sea tomorrow, laddie. Come on, let's get you to bed.
God. Many confusing things have occurred. And there we go. There's the end of that confusion. Trip to the Warrior's Rest. Mysterious rumour. Well, I think that's definitely worthy of investigating. Let's rumble. Actually, we can probably use the Horsailor, I think. There we go. Right. Back into through Zwaardsrust. Speak to the cow on the way in. Clear at dusk. I mean, I don't understand what the cows are there for, but there they are. And here we are in Zwaardsrust. She's come because you've heard the rumours. Everyone who stays has exactly the same dream. Interesting. Alright, speak to these other people, see what they've seen. They all had the same one? Something supernatural. Oh dear. Right, let's not speak to him. Anyone else? This guy had the same dream as well? No. Right, let's go in. Let's stay the night. See what we see. Let's stay. Do we get the dream? Who's that?
Such pain. Such despair. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret. If only I could go back, I would gladly accept eternal damnation just to go back to that day.
Is that it?
Please, hear my plea. You must free this restless knight from his prison of despair.
I think that's going to be it. So everyone's had that same dream, and to me that looked like Brazilian on, and it seemed like both of those accents were Scottish as well.
So we all had the same dream, eh? Just like people have been saying. The poor knight bemoaning his fate, asking to go back.
Oh, it was tragic. He looked so desperate. I wish there was something we could do to help, but we don't know who he is, or even where he is.
Rob looks like.
Maybe not. But that was Dracilian armour he was wearing. There's no doubt about that. What do you say, laddie? Shall we go and see what's become of Dundrasil now that this blasted darkness has engulfed the world?
Let's do it. It can't have got any worse, surely. Dundrasil was a wreck to begin with. Let's head there. Let's see if we can find this knight. And actually, let's have a cheeky glance at this book. A ruined realm. King Arnut. An order of knights. The monster descended violently and without warning, and Zwaardsrust fell. So this... The destruction of Zwaardsrust was a long time, presumably before the fall of fall of Dundrasil. And this, if we speak to Hendrik... No, he has not told us anything yet, so... I mean, it's not much of a spoiler, but I'll save it for now. But Hendrik and Zwaardsrust might have a bit of a connection. But we'll head off for Dundrasil. I think we have to go left here. I think if you try and go and do the Octagonia stuff first, the game stops you, so I'm not going to bother. Go straight for Dundrasil. I don't think we've come this way before, or definitely not in Act 2. I mean, it still annoys me that the nice overworld theme from Dragon Quest VIII plays at this part of the game. Like, I mean, I'll refer to it so many times during this playthrough, but Pokemon Legends Arceus, that's the one that did it right. It had a separate theme for when the world goes dark, and the theme is just, I mean, it's so appropriately dark and devastating, and just tragic, and that's what this act of the game needs, to be honest. Like, it's frustrating that in every Dragon Quest game they use just the same theme for every location. Have we got the magic key yet? I think we might have it. Yeah, that was what we got in Act 1 of the Phenomenon. We can do this door then. See what we get. 3 mini medals, not bad. Mini medals are always a bit of a task. The only game in which mini medals aren't a task is DQ9, because you get one from every legacy boss. I think in the last playthrough of DQ9 I did end up with about 1300 because I did every boss to 99. Right, we shall stay at the campsite before we go in just to kind of unlock that and as a save point. So much has changed since the last time we were here. And it's one of my favourite parts of the whole game in Act 1 where you first get Raven Jade. And it's the moment where Hendrik's fighting you and Jade jumps after you. Because it's kind of like an overwhelming sense of there are just these special people in the world that will defend the Luminary no matter what. And you never even knew about them until like 18 years of age or however old the hero is. Alright, let's enter in to see if Dundrasil has become any more of a devastation site. It looks even more wrecked than before. Like, every building was destroyed before, but now it's sort of partially on fire as well. Not good. I mean, we might as well go for one. We'll try and kill one of these guys. Leech Lizard. And we'll just smack it with Unbridled Blade until it goes. Always going for the best diary. So then they got anything... Doesn't really have much in the way of good attacks yet still, other than like oomph. Just use Pink Pirouette. 42. Oh god. Well, he's got one hit kill that.
Surrender your soul!
Not doing a whole lot of damage here. Oh, okay, Hendrik is, never mind. Lovely, Sylvando for the finish.
Victory!
I think the mod I've got installed for Sylvando applies to this outfit as well, but I don't think he usually has the slimes on his collar. And I'm pretty sure this outfit is more mental without them pod. In we go, back in through the normal entrance, or the makeshift entrance that appeared after the castle was destroyed. Let's chat to Rat before we go up.
A word, if you please.
Hendrik Defiant.
Honey, please.
Yeah. It's just the world is devastated. It's very much the theme that runs all the way through Act 2. God, it looks even worse up here. Look at the fire. Looks tragic. I think this part of the castle up here is where we saw the kind of opening cutscene, where the colloquy of kings is, I believe. And this is where we... No, we've not been up through this way before, have we? We've been up the main gate.
Crivens. This place was in ruins the last time we came. But this is something else. Ah, it fair breaks my heart. Where was I? Ah, yes. It should be around here somewhere. Would you boys do me a favor and shift this little lot?
Thank you, Third Knights.
Don't just stand there, darling. If I'm getting my hands dirty, you are too.
Thought I was getting away with that one. No, never mind.
Where does this stairway lead, Lord Robert?
To an underground passage that runs beneath the castle. It was meant to allow the royal family to flee should Dundrasil ever come under attack. Right. Let's get in there and see if we can find some clues to the identity of our Restless Knight, shall we?
Let's go. And I'm always intrigued with this part of the game with Hendrik's interaction with every other character. Because Hendrik and Sylvando, I mean, they're sort of the most unexpected duo. But they are the knights in our party. And Hendrik and Rab as well. Because Rab was like royalty of Dundrasil, I mean, former king. And Hendrik was the kind of guard to royalty. So it's always interesting, I mean, hearing Hendrik call Rab Lord Robert. So I mean, all the way through Act 1 you forget that Rab is royalty. Just completely. Because he does not have the stature of a former king whatsoever. Cheeky look at the map, I mean, yeah. We're not going to get much further around here. 4 files of Sage's Elixir, not much point in using it yet. I don't think there's anything I really want to adjust tactics-wise before we go in, but it looks like, from a distance, that is the Restless Knight.
Such pain. Such despair.
There he is.
How dare you? How dare you return here? Be gone, servants of evil! You
Us?
took everything. You destroyed everything. You monsters! I will never forgive you!
Chillin'. Is that a powerful
Keen to
blade?
have a wee chat with our friend here, but something tells me he's got other things in mind.
Looks like we're in for a fight. That is fully a falcon blade, isn't it? Is that a magic shield as well? Dracilian armour. Well, let's just whack him with the unbridled blade. See if we can get him out of here early. Oh dear. Jesus. He's attacked the dart. Should have sat, to be honest. Oh well. Nice, and Hendrik. Good use of Sylvando. Oh, and he's pepped up. See how much this does. I'm going 500. 47, not bad. Let's give him a second then. That was Falcon Slash. And that's me asleep as well. Well, there's 574. Rab's got multi-heal, hasn't he? Yeah, there we go. Don't think he had that in Act 1, so must be new. Like, it might as well get another one by the bed. That might be the finish. No, not quite. Ouch. Party's done well to resist the curse here, but I'll just do a zone, try and get him out. No, not quite. To get everyone. Oh no, didn't get me. He's got a mix of kind of classic luminary attacks and then just a lot of powers of darkness. It's a weird mix of attacks. Alright, I think we should have him here. There we go. Job done. Nice and simple with these four. A good team. It's my level. Hendrik gets more heal. I doubt we'll be able to unlock anything just yet, but no. I mean, we'll save it for when we unlock some more panels anyway. And same for Blind Man Smith. I forgot you had that. Don't think I've ever used that, to be honest. Alright, now who is this man?
Such pain. You took my beloved Eleanor. You took my boy. I will never forgive you.
I think we know who it is now.
Eleanor? But that's the old queen's name, which would make you...
Owen.
Erwin, last king of Dundrasil. Just as I thought. A great man, and a fine warrior too, as you've just witnessed.
This theme is possibly either my favourite or second favourite theme of the whole game. It is a reused theme, it's not a DQ11 original, but it's so dark. I mean, this is the sort of overworld theme we should have got for Act 2, because it's such a fantastic theme.
And, most importantly of all, your father. I'm sorry the two of you had to meet like this.
It's just devastating.
What happened to you, Erwin? Come on, laddie. Look at me.
Was he alive, or is he just a spirit? Jesus.
What in the...
At last you have come. Long have I waited for a kindly soul to free my restless knight from his misery.
That'd be Eleanor.
The voice from the dream.
You
This part.
are correct, of course. Before you kneels Erwin, King of Dundrasil. All those long years ago, on that darkest of days, he fought to the last. The light of justice sustained him, and he refused to yield to the darkness. But with time, that light has waned, and all that remains is the tortured soul you see before you. Lost between light and dark, life and death. I beg of you, help him, free him from his nightmare. Shine the light of hope into the darkness of his despair.
The voice. It's gone again. Who is she?
Gotta be Eleanor, man, and I think Rav knows. It's his daughter.
That'll have to wait. Erwin here needs our help. But what are we supposed to do to help him?
I think we can chat to everyone. I mean, this theme is just so perfect. I don't know what it was used for originally. I think originally it was like DQ4 or 5. I don't know, but I'm the only one that can do it. I think we're going to have to try and use the power of the Luminary somehow, but there we go. He's referred to me by name directly. Oh, been sucked into the dream by the looks of it. Ah, the theme intensifies.
Do I smell fresh meat? It's been a while. Years, in fact.
Genuinely got chills.
Well then, I need to make you nice and miserable before I devour your tender torment. Watch and despair.
That monster looks like the amalgamation of Erwin's
Such
pain and anguish.
Such anguish. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret.
Oh god, so dark. This, yeah, I mean, this beast. This is the most emotional part of the game for me. But now we are, I believe, going to be exploring the history of what actually happened to Dundrasil. Erwin's reliving his torment over and over again.
King Erwin, it is a great honor to be invited to celebrate this most special of days with you.
The birth of your son and heir is a source of great joy and happiness to us all. Congratulations, Your Majesty.
It's the important day already.
Thank you. Thank you. Aye, this is a momentous day for Dundrasil. I am truly humbled to be lucky enough to celebrate it with you all. My dear Sultan, King Gustav, allow me to welcome you both to Dundrasil. You honor us with your presence.
The honor is all ours, King Erwin. Truly, it has been far too long. 1,000 thanks for preparing such lavish festivities. Though, of course, we are not here merely to celebrate. Today's colloquy of kings shall determine the fate of Erdrea for generations to come. I, for one, mean to see that my people's interests are well represented. You will forgive me if I grow a little passionate at times.
It is the first time the rulers of the four kingdoms have ever gathered under one roof, you know. A momentous occasion indeed. But the reason itself is a momentous one, of course. The birth of an heir to the title of Luminary is an event of unparalleled significance.
Indeed it is. Thank you once again for agreeing to meet so readily. Now, I have some final preparations to make before we convene the colloquy. I will come and fetch you when we're ready to begin. Guards, I don't suppose any of you have seen King Carnelian?
Yes, sire. King Carnelian is walking the grounds with Lord Robert, sire.
The Luminary's reaction was interesting there. Because we kind of know what King Carnelian is at this point. Or do we? See if we can chat to anyone while we're here. I mean... King Gustav. So this is the prelude to the opening cutscene, really. I mean, we see a little fraction of the kind of colloquy in that opening scene before the little red and black topple-like creature comes and brings the rain, and then the monsters follow.
King Carnelian, Lord Robert, I will be convening the colloquy shortly, if you'd like to make ready.
Lord Robert informs me that the boy bears the mark. That he is the Luminary reborn.
That's right, aye. I've decided to present him to you all at the colloquy. The sight of so many people gathered to celebrate his birth has brought home to me how important he is. How much hope the light he brings represents.
Save it for the meeting, Owen.
Carnelian, stern man.
Don't take it to heart, laddie. The fate of all Erdrea hangs in the Luminary now. Not everyone's going to be happy about that.
Interesting.
Right, it's nearly time. Why don't you go and fetch the wee one from Eleanor's chambers?
So, Rab's speech there is kind of sowing the seeds for the opinions that follow. I mean, not everyone's going to be happy that the fate of the world is resting on the Luminary. And I mean, that's kind of seemingly how it goes from here. I mean, well, we don't know at this point at what point the Luminary gets branded the Darkspawn by King Carnelian. But it looks like the game's sowing the seeds for that already. Australian fella. Right, well, let's follow on. I mean, at this point we don't know, I don't think, whether or not King Carnelian is possessed or not. I mean, I'm pretty sure that we know that King Carnelian was the one that came up with the phrase Darkspawn and turned all of Heliodor against us, but he did that as Mordegon. So whether or not... Ooh. It's me!
Oh, he's so tiny. Can I touch him, Lady Eleanor? I promise I'll be careful.
And there's young Jade as well, who... I don't think we saw that in the Rab flashback, did we? Young Jade.
I think he likes you, Jade. He wants to play.
Love how Queen Eleanor is like...
Special boy, you know. They call him the Luminary. People have all sorts of hopes for him.
I mean, she's literally given birth this day, and she's like...
Up to be like his father, that he can help people to overcome their problems, just as Erwin does.
She's just 100% fine chatting.
To be nice and kind like you, Lady Eleanor.
Oh dear. So we're now seeing the other side of the opening cutscene. The red and black Tocco has just come and bought their own.
King Erwin!
The colloquy's about to start, Eleanor. Will you hand me the wee one? All right, wee man. Let's go and talk to some scary old men, shall we? Don't worry. Daddy will look after you.
Interesting part of this game is, I mean, not so much the interaction between the parents and the Luminary, but the parents and Jade as well. Because Jade's only parent at this stage is King Carnelian. But, I mean, Eleanor and Owen seem like more parents to her than King Carnelian does. Because he's a stern old man, and these guys are quite nice. So you can see the effect that this would have had on Jade as well.
Oh, Erwin. You don't need to hold on to him so tight, you know. Let the poor boy breathe. Would you look at it thundering away out there? And on such a special day too. It's making me feel uneasy.
Come on now, Eleanor. There's nothing to worry about. We'll keep you safe no matter what, won't we, wee man?
And what about me,
Jade has more the vibe of,
You don't need me to protect you, Jade. You've got King Carnelian. Your dad's a force to be reckoned with, and no mistake.
Prior to the events of the Fall of Dundrasil, Jade's got much more of like a bossy boots attitude about her compared to what she's like in the later game. She clearly loves these guys.
Right. We better get this meeting started. I'll see you later, Eleanor.
Good luck. Both of you.
I mean, given that we know everything that's about to happen, this is just so much more devastating. Interesting. So, I mean, we're here as a flashback, but we're transcending time somehow. Because Eleanor could clearly feel the presence, but... I mean, there we go. I think it's time to go and witness devastation. Straight across from the forum room. Thank you, fellas. Gee, let's try this room as well. I don't know what room this is. Is this Rab's bedchamber, or does the King and Queen have separate? Yeah, there we go, Rab's bedchamber. God, he likes his books, doesn't he? And none of them look like porn mags this time. Let's see what he was reading. Oh, Diary of Rabs. Rab is more genuine and honest, and he lets on. Oh dear. Just as I said that. Oh dear. Oh god. He's been hiding the porn mags under the bed. Queen Eleanor confiscated the last lot. He's not keeping his habit very well hidden, is he? Just as I said, he was honest and genuine. Oh dear. Right. Let's head off to the colloquy. It looks like... this is the part that I think I missed in a number of our playthroughs. They've got like an open roof thing, which is very cool. Had that in my old primary school. So the rain just flows in. It must be freezing cold all the time. Given that Dundrasil is based on Scotland, which is not a warm place, generally speaking. Alright, let's head in. Let's get the unabridged version of the opening cutscene, the Colloquy of Kings.
This child.
Get the there we go.
Is the one.
The same theme, the same dialogue.
He bears the mark. There's no mistaking it. Dark one riseth, tree descendeth, luminary, man defendeth.
Dark one.
Light's mark shineth, hand extendeth. With his coming, black night endeth.
The final poem in the Book of Erdwin.
The legends tell us that the Dark One was defeated by the Luminary in the Age of Heroes, bringing eternal peace to the world. But, as I'm sure you haven't failed to notice, monsters walk the land once more. The peace of Erdrea is under threat.
The kingdom of Zwaardsrust has already fallen at the wicked creature's hands, and King Arnut with it. He will be sorely missed.
It's not clear how long ago that was.
And now a child has been born who bears the mark. Which brings us to a reason for gathering here today. What does all this mean for Erdrea?
You speak of the Dark One, of monsters running wild, of the peace of centuries crumbling. But surely, the birth of the child signals an end to our woes. Now that the Luminary is among us, the balance can be restored, the peace can be maintained. All is well, is it not?
You believe that the presence of the Luminary will ensure that peace prevails? Can you be certain? Forgive me, Lord Robert, but the Book of Erdwin contains another poem concerning this matter, does it not?
It does. The very first poem. The prophecy.
So Erwin doesn't want to hear this one.
Tree's gift, first of many, bold, bright, blessed luminary. Thy light doth a shadow cast. Lo, the Dark One, bleak, black, vast.
Dark One again, and I think he's implying that the Luminary brings the Dark
What are
One.
the two of you implying? That the Luminary causes the appearance of the Dark One?
Without light, there cannot be shadow. Without darkness, the stars cannot shine. This has always been the way of the world. Darkness and light must coexist. So, indeed, the birth of the Luminary may well be what causes the Dark One to awaken.
You dare to imply that my son is somehow the source of our troubles? That the Luminary isn't a force for good?
Can we be certain that he is? Evil does not always take a monstrous form, after all. You must have noticed the sinister glow emitted by Erdwin's lantern of late. Ever since your child was born, in fact.
So Erdwin's lantern was what we sailed past earlier, the one that was above Gallopolis. Interesting.
What are you trying to...
Oh dear, baby crying. But, I mean, at this stage we still don't know if King Carnelian is possessed as Mordegon or not, and it looks like if he
Star
is...
sings at night, you know. I have heard it. It sings of Erdria's destruction.
That is even more interesting.
King Gustav is right.
Looks like if King Carnelian is Mordegon
Don't
here,
you start.
he's gotten through to Gustav. Manipulate him.
Ominous footsteps approach. We all hear them. As the leaders of this world, we owe it to our people to root out even the slightest hint of evil at its source. Even when that source is painfully close to home.
Dear, they're implying that we should kill the
Why
baby.
don't you just come out and say it? You're asking me to kill my own son. My own flesh and blood.
He must be possessed now, surely.
Something happened. Not long before the child was born. I'm sure some of you saw it. A great, blinding light shot up from Yggdrasil and set the sky aglow. For a moment, it seemed that night had become day. We saw that same light on the evening he was born. It was shining from the mark on his hand. The child is a force for good. I have never been more certain of anything. He did not give rise to the darkness. He was sent to drive it out. Light and dark are not two sides of the same coin. The light of the luminary is a gift. A gift that will cleanse the world of evil.
I'm not sure who does the voice acting for Owen, but he's so good. He's so like passionate and compelling. Very underrated.
A rousing performance indeed. Of course, if you had shown even a whit less conviction, we would have had no choice but to remove the child from your care.
They were testing him.
The Luminary is the child of Yggdrasil. He alone can bring light to the world. He must be protected at all costs.
There we go.
I hope you will forgive us our little test, but we had to be sure how strongly you believed. Your face.
So I can't remember who said it, I think it might have been Rav, but he said that King Carnelian believed in the power of the Luminary more than anyone. And here we're seeing just how much.
I am satisfied. Send him to Heliodor when he comes of age. He will be trained in all that he will need to fulfill his destiny. We must confer upon the Luminary the power to lead us all.
King Carnelian. Everyone, I don't know what to say.
There we go. It's a happy greeting after all.
Very good. The most pressing item on our agenda is dealt with, and it ended just as I knew it would.
The Sultan is thick, isn't he? He's not
The
got brains in his
matter
head.
is settled. Our kingdoms are united in their purpose.
Let all be as Yggdrasil wills it.
That concludes the colloquy. Now, all that remains is to introduce the Luminary to his adoring public.
Let's do it. This can only go well.
King Carnelian. My friends, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Now... Your Majesty!
What?
What is it?
You must flee the palace immediately. Monsters! Hundreds of monsters!
He's out. And there we go. I mean, we knew it was coming, but...
We're under attack. Everyone, we have to get out of here now.
dear. Right, let's chat to everyone here. Let's see protection. I mean, we know at this stage of the game... Yeah, he's dead. There's the Sultan. So I thought in my first playthrough that King Gustav died in this attack, but I don't think he does. He only dies, I think, a couple of years before Isabel becomes queen. Which is present day. Oh dear.
Where's the luminary's barbs? Give him to us.
They have come in force, but they shall not have the child.
So Owen says Carnelians are forced to be reckoned with.
Lord Robert and I will keep them at bay. Take Eleanor and the child and flee the castle. Now!
But King Carnelian, this is suicide!
He's a knight, isn't he?
You need not fret on my behalf. I am not in my dotage just yet. Now go!
Thank you. Both of you.
It's clear that King Carnelian isn't possessed at this stage, he is still himself, and he is a warrior and a half by the looks of it. Alright, that's... well, there's right. Just hope Owen made it to the throne room. I think we can fight these guys at this point. Try to fight it, yeah. So it's... I mean, we can have some interaction with the outside world. I was going to say it's a bit like Yoda in The Last Jedi, but I'm not going to reference that stupid film. Or any of the sequels. Which I thought 7 was good, never mind. Anyway, different game. Right, let's head to the throne room. We can try and take out every monster while we're here as well. Who's the sergeant? Not sure. I'll try not to use too much MP, because I want to save a little bit for later on. There we go, blow it away with the cutting edge anyway. So we're a phantom with some ability to interact. Throne room? Yes, because we need to go and get Jade and Eleanor first.
King Erwin, there you are! We were so worried!
You're alive! Oh, thank the heavens. When we saw the monsters coming, we feared the worst for you both.
Never mind that now. We need to get out of here, all of us. Come on.
Not much urgency in their walking, but there we go. And there's his armour.
No matter what happens, I will get you out of here. I promise. Let's go.
Well, let's follow. These guards are a bit safer now. Yeah, this open ceiling plan is not brilliant for protection against aerial invasion, which is clearly what's happened. Maybe if they had a roof, none of this would have happened, but oh well. Let's get rid of this guy as well. Hyperrexia? Hyperpyrexia. Oh god knows. Too many letters in that word. He's up. What's he? No, never mind. Oh, okay, that was for the best lottery. He reckons he got it. Alright, is there any more monsters up here? There is. I want to kill them all, see if there's like any special dialogue. Must pretend to be dead. For your hero Hendrik even gets it. Interesting. So it's clear that the monsters are aware of Hendrik as well. And he's even at this point in the game being referred to as a hero. I mean, we don't know how old Hendrik is yet at this point. But... what's that one out? Will the lady be back on her feet? No, probably not. No, it's still the same dialogue. Never mind. Alright, this is where we get... can we go in here? Oh, okay, that's not the room I thought it was. Well, that is a... well, there's a monster. Oh. Well done, you. It's going to be the other side. I want to see if there's any monsters in the other little bit. I know I'm dragging this out, but I kind of want to explore every little detail of this game at this point. Okay, they're all okay in here. It's the luminary we're after. Alright. We best chase after me then. Oh, is he dead? Yep, he's dead. Not good. Just going out the front door. Yeah, bad move. Dollar hand. Yep.
His presence. I sense him. I smell him. The luminary. Give him to me. There can be no escape.
Just you try and take him.
Yeah, again, the voice acting for Owen is so good. And he's got him. He's such a good character. It's a shame we don't see more of him.
Monsters are everywhere. What are we going to do, Erwin?
If they've made it this far around the castle, they must have the place surrounded. We'll have to use the tunnels. This way.
There they go. Why aren't they running? Right, let's clear the rest of these guys. Hang on. Mordegon ordered. We need to make a bonfire of humans. I can't really explain this without spoilers, but I was wondering if it was Mordegon who sent the guys on this now. Because we saw that the little black and red toggle in the opening cutscene had some sort of effect. It looked like he was the one that brought the rain. But that monster said it was Mordegon. So. Let's clear this guy as well. We getting in one? Not quite. There we go. Right, he's saved. There's plenty more that came from here. Storming the gates. Door won't budge, yep. Probably a good thing. Right. Is he dead? Oh no, he's hurt, not dead. Nice. Okay. Let's get this guy. First Zwaardsrust, now Dundrasil. I mean, it's a shame we just don't learn that much more about Zwaardsrust than King Arnu. We learn a little bit more, not that much. There he goes. Let's have a little explore of this way as well. Is this just another bedroom? Yeah. Guest quarters by the looks of it, or barracks maybe. Yeah, again, good that that door doesn't budge.
I think this was the one. Quickly, in we go, before the monsters find us.
So this looks like the way we were coming in as present day characters. The castles that they were trying to escape from. The dungeons, that is. Yeah, and it looks identical to where we came in from. I mean, we're going in the opposite way, I think. In this one or next one? Looks like exactly the same way, actually. It must surely be the opposite, because we came in through the grounds into the castle. And now we're coming in as the Phantom through the castle into the grounds. Looks like they're nearly out.
Time to make a break for it.
Oh dear.
I'll deal with him. Get out of here. Quickly.
But Erwin...
Just let them go.
Run! And don't look back.
Shut the door. And I think we can imply already that that is the last time he ever sees any of them.
All right, you despicable creatures. Do your worst. You won't get past me!
I think we've got to help him here. And let's just go for it. Let's try and fight it. Let's see a bit more of Owen's attack style as well. Dragon Slash on one of them? Don't think so. Let's go for the Barbados. Yeah, he's very skilled with the Falcon Sword. Falcon Blade. Ouch. This last unbridled blade. I can just do a heal or magic water or something. Oh dear. Okay, I need a heal. Definitely need a heal, definitely need a heal. I got enough for... I've not got enough for more heal. I must still have some more items. It's gonna have to be Pinocchio. Sage's elixir afterwards. How have I got myself into trouble in this fight? I might actually lose this fight. I need really Owen to kill him. Can I do a cutting edge and get rid of the Plantos? No, not really, because I need Owen to do something really. How have I managed to... Ow. Oh no. Owen, kill the one on the right, please. Oh, I've only got 4 left. Do something, man. Has he got him? Yeah, he's got him. Okay, good. That's 1 out of the way. And I will risk... No, I won't. I'll use Sage's Elixir. That'll be fine. I'm surprised I have one in the inventory, to be honest. Alright, now we can finish. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's got to be last thought this over, isn't it? And I'll use the Sage's Elixir before the fight this time. How did I manage to lose that fight? Right. Fuck's sake. That's just embarrassing. Oh, I must have loads, yeah. I had 9. Oh dear. Right, let's do it properly this time. I'm leaving that in as well, I can't be bothered to edit that out. That's just funny. When you do 1 damage more than the health I had. That is unfortunate. Right, that scene was not canon in this playthrough. That was that was alternate reality where I died. Right, here we go. I think I will take out the multipliers first this time, given that they probably go down in 1 hit. Oh, that one will. Easy. Yeah, multipliers first, there you go. Not that I need to give out tactics for this fight, but apparently I needed them. I've not got any defense lowering stuff, have I? No. Can't be bothered with Snoozy. You know what? I will heal this time, because I know how much damage he can do. It's weird that he doesn't use Falcon Slash. I thought he would. Given that they're definitely trying to go for, like, I don't know, somewhat retro, but they're definitely trying to make his character, like, quite exactly like Gloomnivore does. I can't remember, I don't think Falcon Slash worked with Falcon Blade in this game. I think it only goes up to 3 attacks rather than 2. Or maybe that's wrong, but anyway.
And stay down. Right. Time to get after Eleanor.
Steps. Cornelian?
King Cornelian? Over here, Your Majesty!
I think the Luminary knows now that he may well have just marched to his death. I mean, the game's not going to let us out, is it? I want to explore anyway, but let's run after him, and I think we're about to witness the end of the king. So now we're in the room we found him in present day.
King Cornelian? What in the...
Mordigan.
Who are you? What do you think you're doing?
And there's the possession.
Your Majesty!
The King Owen doesn't know it. He thinks he's fled.
Erwin, is that you? What happened? Is everyone safe?
You're all right. Thank goodness. Jade's with Eleanor and the Wee One, Your Majesty. They made it safely out of the castle.
I see. Good. Very good. I shall send my forces after them right away.
Yep, that's Mordigan.
Your Majesty, what do you...
The bloodline of the Luminary ends here today.
King Carnelian? Your Majesty?
Hendrik. Before he becomes a knight and...
Forgive me. I was unable to find you. I thank the heavens that you are unhurt.
And I think we're going to see the beginnings of the manipulation now.
King Erwin, what has happened here?
I had no choice. He came at me in a frenzy. Queen Eleanor has absconded with the Luminary, and with my daughter.
Surely not. Whatever would possess them to commit such acts?
The birth of the child has put them both under great pressure. It has also caused the coming of the monsters, the loss of countless lives. Perhaps the coming of the Luminary does bring darkness in its wake. After all, without him, this tragedy would never have come to pass.
There you go. Mordigan's capitalising on the seeds that were sown.
Yes! I see now. He is not our savior. He is the harbinger of the night to come. The child of evil. The dark spawn. He must be found and dealt with. The peace of Erdrea must not be permitted to collapse. Find him. Leave no stone unturned.
Sire.
Hendrik falls for it. And leaves King Owen. So Hendrik didn't see Carnelian be possessed, he has no idea. Owen's probably just now figured it out.
He is no harbinger of darkness. He is the Luminary, the Savior. Someone, please. King Carnelian must be stopped, or the world will be plunged into darkness. Eleanor, please, forgive me. I was too weak.
No one heard him, and the world was plunged into darkness. So Hendrik falls for it. I mean, Jasper says he's not the most intelligent, but he fell for every word. Mordigan succeeded in his manipulation. And there we see the amalgamation once again of Erwin's despair. I can't remember if the game automatically restores your MP, but I'm going to do that anyway.
I am the Gloomnivore. I devour despair. And this one's misery is just exquisite. His kingdom ruined, his family gone, betrayed, dying alone. which is why I've been drawing out his torture for all these years. One must savor such succulent suffering. But even the most fabulous feasts must come to an end. It is time to move on to the next course.
And you just realise you can hear his heartbeat in the background.
How
The
does your
Gloomnivore can see me.
compare, I wonder? Hold still while I sample its delights.
Bit. So we're trying to save Owen from this guy, and it looks like he's beaten us already.
Yourself to misery. Let anguish consume you.
We're reliving our worst moments.
This is your most painful memory. The darkest, tenderest recess of your soul.
This guy's like a Dementor in Harry Potter. Just forces you to relive the worst moments. The guns are rising.
Yes, your powers were stolen and used to give birth to a monster. You could not protect your friends. You could not save the world. What kind of hero are you? Pathetic. Wallow in it. Marinate yourself in misery. Yes. My mouth begins to water.
Beaten. Followed in exactly the same fate as Owen. That's it.
Can you hear me?
Eleanor?
Please, you must listen. There is a light inside you that can never be extinguished. It is waiting, biding its time. But it is there, and when it shines forth, it will illuminate the world. Now is that time. You are the luminary. You must conquer the darkness. You must shine.
Oh, fuck yes. This is the best use of this theme in the whole game, to be honest.
This light is...
What are we gonna do? We're gonna attack? We're breaking free.
What's happening?
We made it out. Have we saved Owen?
You're back with us, laddie. Are you alright?
There's the Gloomnivore. We brought it out with us.
This light, disgusting. It blinds me. It fills my mouth. It tastes of hope.
This is the beast responsible for King Erwin's suffering.
Yeah.
We must defeat it and lift His Majesty's curse.
Let's do it. Let's take this guy on. Let's finish him.
You dare disturb me while I prepare to sample the next delicious morsel of misery. No matter. Your screams of agony will surely whet my appetite.
Bring it on. The spelling of wet there was the first time I realised that wet my appetite was spelled differently. Bit of grammar, oh well, right. So oomph. Is that going to be the best thing to do? Oomph Hendrix straight away? I think so. Try and take him out quick. It's worthy of note, he does an ability here. I think it's this one. Yep. that destroys everyone's magical mending, which makes Rab's multi-heal completely useless. But Sylvando's multi-heal is not, because that's based on charm. I can't remember if he ruins his defense or not as well. Is it going to be Kabuff? No, it's got to be Unbridled Blade, isn't it? Yeah, 338 has to be. I mean, this turn Rab's still got his magical mending, so should I sap? No, I'm more heal. I think it's going to be more difficult to try and zing me back up. And now, Sylvando might as well do his second info on Hendrik. Okay. Okay. Some Unbridled Blade for me. I think I'll sap with Rab, heal with Sylvando. Let's just hope I can land it. Unlucky. Hope Sylvando goes first. Yep, lovely. And Hustle Dance. Henny winner. Not the first time we're going to hear Hendrik refer to as Henny winning. And it's much nicer when Sylvando does it, I'll be honest. Yeah, 500 damage. Big. Right, he's on less than half already. Now we can get the sapping, hopefully. Yes, nice. Ouch. Okay, not too bad. Still have a Hustle Dance. I'm sure that's an innuendo. Alright, his magical might is turned down. But, I mean, can probably do a blunt. That may well be our best move. Or has he got a speed up spell? No, alright, we'll do a blunt. Unlucky. Right, this would be like 750 now. Yeah, 637. And I think we might get the finisher. Maybe. Beautiful, job done. So much easier with Sylvando's Hustle Dance. I mean, that's basically impossible once Rab loses his multi-heal. Without Hustle Dance, that is. Right, no, I'm not going to bother allocating skill points just yet. I'll save it for more panels. He's out. And I think with that we have saved Owen. Presumably he's still going to die, but hopefully his soul is now saved though. There he is. Back to normal.
Where am I? Wait. Those eyes. I'd know them anywhere. Son, is it really you? It was you who saved me, wasn't it?
You're back. You're back to your old self at last.
Eleanor?
Our son has freed you. Despair no longer holds you captive. You are free to join me after all these years.
I am, my love. I am.
There he goes. Honestly, just one of my favourite parts of the game. I think the music makes it. Both the dark theme and then DQ6's brave fight. When the Luminary remembers the light. There you go. So after 20 years they were... I mean, it's just the age of the Luminary that has kept them apart.
My darling boy, many hardships await you. Many trials lie ahead. But you must not stray from your path. You must not falter. Let the light of hope, the light inside you, be your guide. And remember, we will always watch over you. Farewell, my darling. I love you so much.
Goodbye, my little one. Goodbye, Erwin. I hope both of you find peace at last.
Honey, your hand!
The mark. It's glowing again. Your powers, they're back!
Done it. We've regained the power of the Luminary. Mordegon didn't take it from us after all.
The Luminary is restored to us, and all thanks to his honored parents.
And we've got the section back in the character builder as well, so you can spin some skill points up there. And I think places to be. Let's head to Octagonia. And I think we will. Awarded for saving King Owen. And I think with that we are pretty much done with this episode. So yeah, it's a much longer episode than normal, but I just absolutely love this part of the game. The music makes it for me as well. I mean, there's a part in Act 1 where Jade saves the Luminary, which is up there with one of my favourites, but this as well, just because it's so dark and the themes just do it such brilliance. But there we go. With that, I think we can wrap up. So in the next episode, we will follow Rab's advice and head up to Octagonia. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all then. Peace.